I wish I could make reaction videos, but I was born in 1956. I've heard all these songs. What could I possibly react to?
I was worth it, found my purpose, ran from the abyss to the surface, the reward constantly working.
Hey whippersnappers, Brian here to Boom Reacts. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thanks for checking me out. I listen to rap and hip hop songs using lyric videos, and then I let you know what I thought about them. So remember when I reacted to New York, New York by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five on hip hop's 50th anniversary? It was the last video I did before I went on vacation. Someone had said, now you should do New York, New York by the Dogg Pound, saying that it was like, more of like an homage than a remake. And then a light bulb went off. New York, New York is the song and video that was so controversial, because Snoop and Daz and Corrupt were, knocking New York buildings down because their trailer had got shot at in Brooklyn, and supposedly, Biggie had, called on people to, go down to Brooklyn and, take care of things. I did an episode. Well, I mentioned this whole story in an episode of one of my East Coast West Coast rivalry series, and I wonder what song did I react to on that episode if it wasn't New York, New York. So I looked it up, and it was "Hit 'Em Up," so a little more important. But now I'm finally getting around to it. I'm going to read a little about the Dogg Pound, because I have not reacted to them before, and then we'll get to the reaction. A younger cousin of Snoop Dogg, Daz began his rapping career at 19 by signing with Death Row Records, where he was featured on Dr. Dre's breakthrough album, The Chronic. In 1992, Corrupt signed to Death Row Records when he was 19, and he joined a roster of artists including Daz Dillinger, Lady of Rage, Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, and RBX, who entered the public eye by their features on The Chronic. Dr. Dre heard the chemistry between Daz and Corrupt and encouraged them to form a group. Daz says, quote, "Me and Corrupt was getting high in Beverly Hills, smoking a good blunt of something, looking at the moon and shit, and high as a motherfucker. And I'm like, damn, we should become the Dogg Pound, because that's where we lived at. That's what we called our home, the Dogg Pound. Then we also had the gang, the Dogg Pound. And we said it was going to represent and start calling ourselves the Dogg Pound," unquote. Snoop Dogg was the breakout star on The Chronic, and his debut album, Doggy Style, was released in October of '93. On The Chronic, Daz and Corrupt were solo artists. Daz went by that, Daz. But on Doggy Style, they were the Dogg Pound. In October of '95, they released their debut album, Dog Food, under Death Row Records. Let's Play House was the biggest hit, breaking into the top 50 of the Billboard Hot 100, while New York, New York was an MTV favorite. Yeah, we know why. Its controversial lyrics were the subject of shareholder protest. The album was supposed to be released in July of '95, but as a result of the controversy from Time Warner, the release was delayed by 3 months. The song was produced by DJ Pooh and mixed by Dr. Dre and features Snoop Dogg. It uses a sample of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five song with the same title. It is also considered being a jab at the Notorious B.I.G. because of the use of a similar beat to Big's St. Ides TV ad. However, Corrupt stated that DJ Pooh gave Biggie the instrumental originally for the St. Ides commercial. So how does that work? Big pays DJ Pooh for the beat for that commercial? And so DJ Pooh doesn't own it anymore, Biggie owns it? And then DJ Pooh is free to use the beat for one of his songs? Without getting Big's permission? I don't know. Let me know what you know. Okay. Long-awaited New York, New York. I totally forgot about this song.
Turn the speakers up, buddy. Yo, God. Yo, I got mad skills.
New York, big city of dreams, and everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, but I'm down by law and I'm from the dog.
It's the incredible, the lyrical. You can't be me like Niecy. To see me is gonna take a miracle. I'm driving motherfuckers hysterical with a touch of this twister, stylistic mixture. What I create pulsates, there is no escape. Annihilate your mental mind state. They labels my vocabulary abusive. I packs more knowledge than Confucius. I'm deadly and do shit like Medusa, with thoughts to share. The niggas throughout this hemisphere, far and near. Prepare, catch me chillin' like the winner, up against the #1 contender as I enter. Cause I get heated like friction. Motherfuck your whole jurisdiction. React this fact, not fiction. Telepathic addiction to this homicidal recital. Dangerous and vital to all my rivals. Suicidal brainwaves conveys through the average motherfucker's minds these days. I'm all ready to put work in. Take 10 steps and turn and shoot the first nigga smirking. Give a fuck, what's your name, what you claim, or why you came. Motherfucker, don't explain. Simply, don't tempt me, cause I'm simply legging hoes like Simply, the invincible MC. Boy,
New York, big city of dreams, and everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, but I'm down by law and I'm from the dog. Too much, I serve too many people. Too much, it's too much. I serve too many people, and when I finish serving, it won't be no secret. New York, big city of dreams, and everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, but I'm down by law and I'm from the dog. Too much, I serve too many people. Too much. Too much, I serve too many people, and when I finish serving, it won't be no secret.
give me a couple G's, very MC, I knock to his knees, verbally useless. Oh, you got the juice, I squeeze it juiceless. The barbaric, versatile, you know kin of me, so how the fuck you inherit my style? Now, out the clear blue sky, I can't deny. Now the day goes by, don't get high, don't ask why. Tonight's the night for me to rip microphones into bits and pieces. Lyrical telekinesis gets me in the verbally vindictive. Violent vocabulary vibes to existence. Catch me in the pitch black path. I sit and let the sick thoughts pass through my mental till I hear an instrumental. Then detrimental verbal get the spitting. The highest of intellect try connecting with the written. Now they faced with the forbidden. Vocally chosen to explore new terrains, then remain unseen. Throughout the war dips like a Lolo. With my verbal fofo. The cocoa complexion MC with the slow flow. Show. I takes it to you from the dough. Motherfucker, mentally I go hardcore. I disconnect you, corrupt the MC to vocally void your whole molecular structure. Catastrophic, mystic is missile flick, hitting MCs like pits, the deadliest lyricists.
New York, big city of dreams, and everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, but I'm down by law and I'm from the dog. Too much, I serve too many people. Too much. It's too much, I serve too many people, and when I finish serving, it won't be no secret. New York, big city of dreams, and everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, but I'm down by law and I'm from the dog. Too much, I serve too many people. Too much, I serve too many people, and when I finish serving, it won't be no secret.
We live. The night I served 2,000 MCs, we live. Cause can't none fuck with the DPGs, we live. It was the night I served 2,000 MCs, live. None can fuck with the DPGs. A day, I bust rhymes and recite in ways that make MCs stop in daylight. I'm the deadliest MC you wanna see on the streets. Invincibility is what makes me complete. Nah, you can't even fade me. I fuck you your mama, your auntie, and your lady.
Wow, that's how it ends, I hope. So this was all corrupt. Daz had a couple of lines. Is that something they did on this album? You know, one of them would be, you know, solo artist. Or were the rest of them, both of them together equal time? Let me know. I thought this might have, you know, the Electric Snake Charmer in it. It didn't, but it had, you know, the boom boom, boom boom, which kind of sounded like that, except it was just, you know, 4 notes. So the beat was fun. Beat was slow. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be a little more, you know, fast-paced. And I really don't see in these lyrics that this song was originally an homage to New York. I didn't see anything like that on here. It talked about New York isn't really what it seems, especially if you're from out of town, which harkens back to Grandmaster Flash's. But I didn't see anything in here that said, to me, you know, this is like a love letter to New York, or this is like a peace offering to New York. But, you know, it sounds like they could have done the knocking down the buildings without changing any of the words, and that doesn't seem like that should be. You know, if it's an homage, it should sound like an homage, regardless of how they changed the video. You know what I mean? Anyway, Corrupt did a great job. Rhymes galore. And of course, Snoop, I love Snoop, so anytime I hear him, I smile. I can't tell you too much about Daz, because he had a couple of lines. All in all, a good song. It's not going in my car because it's a little too slow-paced for my car. But you know, I'm glad I finally got to hear the Dogg Pound. I'll listen to more. I just did this one because of what someone had said about Grandmaster Flashes that I did before the vacation. Well, thanks for hanging with me, guys. I'm glad I'm back. If you like this kind of content, give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.